Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Realms of Awakened Essence RPG, Season 8, Episode 9 Going Home. I wonder where we're going home, and if home will be welcoming. Let's bring in our cast and crew and see what they have to say.
Home. Oh, hi.
Where are we going home?
Well, that depends. I mean, who are we following? We're obviously not following Rags home. We don't even know where Rags is.
My home was a story arc in last season.
True.
Well, it can't be me or my brother because we're technically kind of home already in a way.
So who would that leave?
Don't look at me. Alex stuffing his face in the corner.
Well,
Or
that would
something.
leave you, and that would leave Aya, wherever Aya is right now. And I don't know.
And Tricathio, but we already know where Tricathio comes from, so.
Well, currently, Cathio's home has been overrun by a whole bunch of people who have slightly green eyes.
I don't think you would want to go back home.
Please no. Unless I get to aerial bombard my home.
I'll do that.
Why? Why?
Hey,
Why?
clean house. Someone's got to call the exterminator.
It's probably fine.
We need to get rid of those rodents somehow, some way. Alright, who do we want to start off with? Let's start off with, the Dragonborn.
Ah. Oh, hello. My name is Oldwin. And I'm, as usual, controlled by Gearbox. Howdy. Of course, I control Oldwin, but I also control Hearth, that is Oldwin's brother, the rough Dragonborns. And of course, I control Alex and some other supporting characters.
Important characters. Lovely.
Important and supporting. Anyways,
Ooh.
to the good doctor that's behind us. Well, not behind us, but under us.
Under us. Under us.
Very short.
He's very short.
Wait, you're standing on the doctor's shoulders? What are you doing that for?
Don't have the strength bonus for this.
Why is Vest on the counter?
Sorry, I am so sorry.
My name is Chris, otherwise known as Pi3, who plays Dr. Vess, who is a kobold and a doctor. And one of those things is certified.
Just one of those.
In crayon.
Whether it's the koboldness or the doctorness, we don't know.
He
All
looks
right.
trustworthy enough.
Hi, I'm Tricathio Fairgath. I play, Tricathio. I am Pia Kenny Yosei, aka RT Studios, aka Kenny, whatever you want to call me. But in this game, I go by Tricathio Fairgath. I am a dwarf, yes, and also a werewolf.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
If I didn't have digigrade legs, would I be a werewolf?
Or wolf.
He's more wolf than man now.
Oh,
No.
Lord, no!
Maybe.
Big wolf.
Ooh,
Oh, that was terrible. That was
He's-
terrible.
he's a big fluffy boy now.
And now I will hand it off to our person who is going to be in the sky.
Hello,
And...
I am Trisha Welsh. I am your lovely DM. I play Aya and Rags and all the baddies,
Yes, all the baddies.
all the baddies, all the goodies, all the NPCs.
But I didn't know we were playing oldies but goodies.
If I could reach you, I would hurt you.
Within hand reach.
Ahem. And we do not have an Arkham.
No, we do not.
We do not have an Ashes. Ashes will hopefully rejoin us in November, I'm hoping.
Yes.
And we do not have Leilana / Moogie because of things.
Yes. Things that go cluck in the night. But we understand that. So, without further ado, who wants to read the episode recap?
Hey! Don't
What?
we have an intro like a
Yes,
an
but
video?
intro.
yes, but we
little-
need the episode recap first.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second.
I'll accept this to be our fate.
We're all gonna die.
When the
Not-
recap is over, it's too late.
Not going to die.
Ah, jeez, in my throat.
Realms of Awakened Essence, Season 8, Episode 9. Going Home. The group realizes that they've been caught by a shield of some kind. A mysterious woman comes and takes down the barrier. Arkham finds out that soldiers from Anthem has been terrifying another town. While he goes and deals with that, Dr. Vest goes and tries to find out where Rags has gone. He casts Scrying on his ever faithful sprite and finds Gabriella and Rags facing Leilana. Leilana throws a lightning bolt at both of her victims. Gabrielle goes poof, and Rags is singed. And then the scrying ends. After Diver and Hunter, who are tasked to keep watch, realize that Rags is going to be killed by Leilana, leave to try to help. Rags tries to make an impassioned plea, but Leilana uses the finger of death on Rags. Diver and Hunter come in, and Leilana casts Circle of Death. Cogs comes out and takes Rags. Diver then goes down. The others come in the ship, and Aya throws a fireball at Leilana. A fight ensues between Leilana and the ship. Leilana gets hurt so much that she breaks the hold for now. What will happen in today's episode? Find out on Realms of Awakened Essence.
And we'll be right back after the opening intro, folks. Stay tuned.
We stand together on the edge of the world. Battles all around us like flowers unfurled. One body, one mind, fighting for that last moment in time. We are heroes pushing back against the dark, making way for a brand new start. Here in these realms where the essence grows, making a new path for the light as it grows. Whatever the struggle, together we fly. Stand up to fight, now it is do or die.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay, we're back.
All right, so where do we leave off?
I do believe that we have the ship. Everybody was on the ship. Yes?
Yes, Dracathio is busy in the engine room now, after the ship has landed.
Okay. Aya and Dr. Vest has come down from the top of no. Aya jumped to be with Leilana, and I think Vest, since the ship landed, Vest also followed,
Yeah.
doing his Mario leaping.
Were you?
Boing, 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 boing. Oh, God. So the ship has landed. And you guys are in the other village that's being attacked by the guards from Anthem. At the moment, you don't see any guards. It looks like Arkham has taken care of most of them, but right at this very minute, you don't see any. And Leilana just kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, my dears, I think I'm going to go inside the ship and go lie down. Call me if you need anything." And she just very elegantly turns around and walks up the ramp, and she ducks inside the ship.
Floating down the ramp, like 2 minutes later, is Fredbot. Hello. I am looking for a patient named Leilana. Have you seen her?
Best points up the ramp.
I see.
Yeah, but
She is early for her appointment. It just floats away.
Goodbye. Well, that was weird. Not really, but you know. Why are we here again? Alden just sits there, burning buildings in front of him.
there are buildings that there are burning buildings that have been set on fire. You do hear faint screams in the distance, but where you guys are right now, other than the torn down building that Arkham has set off, you don't hear anything. You don't
And-
see anything either.
Just a quick question: would I have had a chance to have a long rest or short rest? Short rest.
At this moment, no.
Okay, fair enough. Can remember where we left off. Okay.
Quickly, let's all camp. We got no time.
I mean, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but I kind of need to recharge.
That's true.
You can always go to sickbay.
I'll honestly just sleep on Alex's back. Big floofy.
Well, I mean, Zindril, who is the not Zindril, Zinnia. There we go. Who is the big, who's the fluffy hair person? Goes, wow, that the Arkham worked very quickly. Yes, very quickly. Oh, yes. Let's see here. And you also see Zinnia kind of go boing, boing, boing. It's a rabbit. Boing, boing, boing.
There's so many rabbits in all these campaigns. Jesus.
Are they in the ship or are they outside the ship?
They're outside the ship.
Okay.
Am I gonna have to, is there gonna have to be a bunny in it? Is that a quota now?
No,
No.
it's
I was just asking.
it's one
Field
of the
check.
new races.
That's
dropped.
right. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Feel challenged.
I think Vess is gonna maybe do a little bit of scouting.
Where
I
are
do-
you scouting?
So the part of because we're at a village, right?
Yep.
This is like a village of that. I think Vess is going to quietly make his way towards the village center to try
Okay.
to assess like what the state of things overall are as far as
Okay,
like
so I want you to roll me a stealth check.
okie dokie.
And I'm assuming Gabrielle, who's gone now invisible, seeing that you're attempting to sneak.
I did not have a chance to resummon her, so she's
yes,
probably
yes, you did. Yes, you
I
did.
did.
She.
Oh, that's right.
she-
That was the last thing I did with my spell slots, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about that. Yeah, she'll be invisible.
Okay.
Engage cloaking device.
Engage.
That was almost a good roll. It bounced towards the 19 face and then settled on the number 1 face. So I rolled a natural 1 for a total stealth of 4.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
I picture Vess thinks he's being sneaky, but he's hiding on the wrong side of things. So he's like his back is facing people.
Yeah, you're attempting to walk from point A to point B, and you hear somebody, and you immediately freeze and go, "I'm retreat."
Yeah.
Like you grab some bush leaves.
Yeah. He grabs a couple of leaves and holds them up. A couple of branches and holds them up.
Let's see here.
I'm just a tiny tree.
I'm,
Pay
just,
no mind.
I'm a tiny twig.
I'm a tiny tree.
What level are you, Veth?
I am level. Good question. Forgot. I think 15. Sorry.
Pay
Thank
no
you.
mind to the man behind the tree.
True. Oh. Damn it, I wish I had this stat block. Really do. Do 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 do. This is the. Finally, I get a stupid stat block. Okay. Let's see here. To you. You roll a nat 1. Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Oh, this is going to be easy for him. Even low as it was easy for him. Yeah, he had a 12. Yeah, you're pretending to be a tree, and a person wearing all black with the symbol, and he does have very slight green eyes, comes around the corner and sees you.
Best will just hold still and try to pull this off.
Okay.
You're just sitting there like practically trying to keep your eyes closed, just like I'm a white tree. I'm a birch
I also
tree.
picture Best forgot that he is now a white dragon kobold, so this instead of a green one, so this whole bush thing doesn't work.
Yeah. Yep.
Just say you're a birch tree. They'll believe.
You're there like a train. You hear Gabrielle very quietly whisper in your ear. She's invisible.
Yeah.
Did you forget that you're now white instead of green?
I did? I guess the whole topiary thing isn't going to work.
I think I would suggest either running away very quickly or something. Because he is, he sees you, he's coming towards you.
Out of character,
Is-
make like a tree and scram.
Ooh.
Is the we'll say entity approaching me, like does he or she have like a weapon
He
visibly
has
or?
this particular character has a glaive in his hand, and
Oh,
he is.
okay, and it's wielded like choppy chop.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Looks like you two are about to get on the wrong leaf.
I'm going to
You mean
toss
the wrong branch?
Wrong
toss the
branch,
branches
yeah.
down,
The branches are down.
and Vess is gonna put on his game face, and he's gonna say, "Ah, good. I've been looking for one of you. I needed to speak to you about something."
Oh dear.
Classic bastard trying to bullshit his way out of this.
Pretty much. It's my highest bonus on my character sheet. So
I
we're
will
gonna...
have you roll persuasion.
Okay.
My bullshit modifier is off the charts.
And I'm gonna have him roll.
9,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him roll insight.
Yeah, that could have been better. I only rolled a 14.
Which again, that's wisdom. So, but wisdom is pretty good. What did you have?
14.
So what bullshit were you trying to do?
I'm basically trying to make it sound like I'm supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to be talking to him. Like, I was expecting you.
He slowly lowers down the glaive. He kind of narrows his eyes at you and goes, "What did you want to talk to me about?"
Oh, well, you were supposed to take me to your leader. Weren't you notified?
Again, he looks at you. Again, I'm going to roll.
Should I re-roll mine
Oh God.
or no? Does it not matter?
And at this point, unless you can roll very high,
Oh, just for kicks.
yeah, just roll it for kicks.
Another 14.
Okay. So no, this is not going to do you any good. He narrows his eyes. Uh-huh. Walks up to you. He still has the glaive down, so at least you convinced him to put down the glaive before he
Okay.
does what he does.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna look up a spell.
Oh, it's on.
Well, you may not like the spell that he decides to do. Let's see here. Do 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 do. How far? Okay. He puts his hand on you, and the two of you poof out.
Our members are just dropping like flies.
Actually, no one else. Well, okay. Everybody, Alduin, roll perception for all of your characters.
Okay.
I
didn't
can-
Dracathio,
Can the ship
yeah.
roll?
Yes, the ship can roll.
Okay.
I almost forgot Hunter was even here.
Is there any chance that Gabrielle can have the sense to like withdraw invisibly so that she can tell the others what happened?
We'll
Nothing
get
else?
to that.
Okay,
We're gonna
all
get
right,
to
fair
that.
enough.
It's the sensor suite, which is that.
Gotta pull up the dice program.
The
Sometimes the dice
ship
only-
rolled a 10, and I'm gonna roll a. Cathio's gonna roll individually.
Come on, tablet. Papa needs a new pair of shoes.
Dracathio sees absolutely nothing
Okay,
because he
Fair.
rolled an 8, and I
That's
guess
fair.
a 10 doesn't cut it
Nice.
either.
What is the perception roll then? Yeah, there we
that's
go.
the perception.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot to tell this. 1d20 plus 6. Okay, well, old one rolled just a 20, but using his modifiers. So
Oh, so that's a dirty 20, huh?
yeah, he
Mhm.
managed to get that. Now let's see how Hearth does in the test of rolling.
It's 27.
He also got a 20. Jesus.
Okay.
And Alex, I'm not even sure if Alex would be paying attention, but his perception is a 12 plus, so.
Well, that's up to you if Alex is paying attention.
Let's say he kind of is, and he rolled a 30.
Wow. Okay. So all three of your characters.
Are you guys outside the ship? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
Because they'd have to see this to be outside the ship. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Alex didn't just see it, but smelt it. Like,
Yep.
Jesus. I think he reached like a new being.
Well, everybody. First of all, everybody has noticed that Vest is gone. That was a given because he rolled so poorly on his sneak check. I'm so sorry.
Computer, locate the presence of Dr. Vess. Dr. Vess is not on this ship.
Mm.
Pretty much. So while you're concerned about that, all of your characters, Gearbox,
Mhm.
Ao and Zinnia, who's bounced off, but not very far. they're checking on other homes. Apparently. Um, have also all noticed that while they could follow Vess, they saw Vess being approached by someone who dressed all in black. Couldn't hear the conversation. Well, they couldn't hear the conversation. Alex, you could hear the conversation. You could have heard the conversation.
Ear twitching.
Hmm. And all of them heard a definite "ooh," and you no longer see the man in black nor Veth.
Aldwin and Hearth kind of sit there in shock for a second. Well, Alex just kind of lets a slight, like, utteral growl, just like, and Hunter's just sitting there like, what are you guys getting so stressed about?
Yeah, Hunter, it's weird.
Yeah.
While you didn't actually see the exchange, I mean, you noticed that the other kobold who was wearing the white doctor's outfit was gone. You didn't exactly see where he went, but you got the distinct notion that someone went from one place to another very, very quickly.
That's unfortunate.
Hmm.
Our doctor is gone! Aldwin just sits there.
Yeah. So what do you guys do?
Just the four of them just sitting there.
Hmm.
Hearth just goes, wonder if that Dragathio, you hear me?
Dracathio bangs his head on something inside the engine.
Oh,
What? What's it wrong now?
I think we lost a Vess. You have a
Computer,
tracker on him?
Computer, locate the signal of Vess's wrist comm. And should I roll?
trying to locate. Efforting. Please roll.
What do I need to roll?
Well, you're trying
Perception?
to locate somebody.
Perception?
Well, no, you're trying to locate somebody, so that would be
Insight, investigation.
that would be an investigation. Yes.
Okay. Can I get an assist from the shipper now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's gonna give me a +6. 25.
Okay.
I just realized with Hearth's roll that was actually a natural 20
Hmm.
because there's no modifiers for Hearth's perception.
Dr. Vess is I gotta figure out. Dr. Vess is $500 away from this location.
Can you be more specific, computer?
Yeah, let's see here. Insufficient data.
Computer, can you try and beam Dr. Vest back to the ship?
Efforting. Negative.
Is there any interference that would be causing this?
Insufficient data.
He just growls.
Don't bare your teeth, young man. Alex in the background.
And he pulls himself out from the engine on one of those like little back trolley things, and he just gets up and walks to the hatch and walks down and says, "Well, we seem to be missing a doctor, and we need to go find him. So if anyone wants to come with me, the ship is about to leave."
Arthur's just like, more people to go missing. Well, we're gonna have to probably go and find him. I'm just like, really? You guys can't even keep track of your own men? Shut up!
Well,
we have
you roll.
perfect. we have
Kathy
perfect
just gives
control
a
of this.
hint of annoyance at that comment.
While you were all getting onto the ship and preparing to try to find Dr. Vest,
Yeah.
you're with this man in black. He's definitely poofed you somewhere.
Okay. I will look around.
Well, it looks like where he's poofed you is near a cavern, a cave entrance. And says, "Well, this is the closest that we're going to get from me using my magic. Come on!" And he roughly grabs you and starts dragging you towards the cave entrance. What do you
Wow.
do?
Now, I've got one word for this unpleasant treatment you've been given me. And that
Oh
word
dear.
is power word stun.
I love it. And that word is this. I
Nice.
still love it. Oh god, I still love it.
Let me see. I believe. What does he have to make? I gotta look at my spell sheet real quick.
Power word stun.
Oh, okay. Hopefully, if the target has 150 hit points or fewer, it is stunned.
Ah.
So
Let me
I'm-
go and peek at his
taking a bit of a chance here.
I know you're taking a bit of a chance.
If it's a word command thing, for all we know, if it doesn't work, it'll just be a weird, awkward pause.
Well, give me a minute.
It just this.
He's still dragging you, by the way, as he's walking through the thick underbrush.
I mean, I've got another emergency escape thing, but I don't want to pop this one if I can help it.
Oh yes, I quite understand that.
It's going to be a bit of a sidetrack if I do.
That is not the right one. There. Plus.
Good morning.
Morning, Grandma. You good? Good. Whew.
Okay. This particular one, you do. I've got one word for you, and it's what is the word that you use when you activate this?
I picture it as it's not like it's not so much like
Because it's verbal. That's the reason I'm asking.
true. No, that's fair. I picture he doesn't say like an intelligible word. It's more like Vess speaks something and it's more like he says something and it reverberates like a crack of thunder, and it's just like people don't remember what the word was after they've experienced it. Like it's just like
Okay. Right. Okay.
You only hear the beginning subtle, and that's it.
Yeah. He hears the word. He stops, and then he looks at you. Trying to cast a spell. Were you kobold?
I only wanted you to know that word, and now you know it, and now we can proceed.
That's what I think was gonna happen for some reason, and I love it. God.
Okay. I love it.
I'd watch the entire TV show just with Vess. He's
So
my
you
name.
continue. You two continue to walk your walk into the cave. And as soon as you get into the cave kind of winds, does a winding thing. I mean, it's your generic cave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a kobold, so he looks around somewhat unimpressed.
yeah. I mean, you've lived here. You're comfortable. I mean, you could actually freaking see,
Oh, this a
and
tunnel.
and you do have 60-foot dark vision, so you can see a lot further than the man in black can.
Oh. Does he have like a
But
light source then, or?
he gets about maybe about 30 feet away from the entrance, and he still has a good firm grip on you. And he reaches and he plucks out an unlit torch, goes over to a certain spot, pushes up against it, and the torch lights. So now he has a light source.
Okay.
Come on, you said you wanted to meet our illustrious leader.
I did.
I am quite willing to oblige, Kobold. Yank and
Poor choice of words. Vess,
much.
poor choice of words.
pretty much.
Very poor choice of words.
So that's where you two are going. Oh, now we're switching back to the rest of you.
Getting ready to go. And I'm gonna
So,
start.
Dracathio, are you going to ask the ship? The ship's set about 500 feet away.
Computer, begin scan of subterranean structures.
You don't know that.
You don't know that information. You can't
Don't
even
know that
guess
information. You
information.
can't use that.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna say scan the surface for anything.
Just anything.
Yeah.
Too many parameters.
Hearth just goes, what the hell is any of this stuff supposed to do? It's got way too many parameters, got too little
Computer,
parameters.
is there anything within 500 feet that looks like a dwelling space?
That's a lot of places, though.
Affirmative. Exactly 2 places that look like dwelling spaces.
Identify.
Space 1. Small cabin in the woods.
He just kind
Space?
of looks at the reading.
Space 2. Odd hole in wall.
Suspicious.
He looks at the odd hole in wall reference and says, "Why would there be an odd hole in wall?"
There's holes in all sorts of walls.
Well, I mean, the computer is trying to describe something that would be
Okay,
natural.
I know, but like it doesn't know what it is. Yeah.
Natural, but it doesn't know what it's looking at. So
Yeah.
strange hole in wall. And try to dumb it down enough so then anybody could understand it instead of using all the scientific terms, which technically you guys would know.
Computer.
Kind of picturing like the original series computer voice, like it's that like, monotone. Strange
Yeah.
hole in wall.
Hole in wall.
I can do that.
Yeah. There's a. Yep. He says, "Okay, thank you, computer," and then he says, as he's on the bridge, "Well, we found a house in the woods and a hole in a wall." Reminds me of a
That's not very
TV show I used to
descriptive.
watch back in the day.
While you're saying that, you hear the intercom hop on, and you hear a very irritated voice. Capio, get this
Who's that voice?
bot out of my room.
Oh no! Someone get the bot out.
Computer, please. Never mind. He gets up out of his chair, walks to the sick bay.
Actually, this is not happening in Sickaway. This is actually happening.
In whose chamber?
Reversed.
Whose quarters?
Leilana's.
He rings the door to Leilana's quarters. Does it open?
Enter.
He walks in, and what is Freddy Bot doing?
Okay, there's Leilana laying down, and there's Freddy Butt going. But, ma'am, I must take samples. Lots of samples. Samples. With a little needle
Yep.
poking out. And Leilana is doing the almighty eye roll.
The strongest attacker. Oh.
Freddy, stand down.
But, Captain! Patient.
I am your superior officer, and I'm giving you an order. Stand down.
If a bot could give you the sourpuss face, it would, but it can't.
It just shows the frowny, like the emoji on the.
Yeah, it does. Yes, Captain.
Please report
you
back
see-
to sick bay.
and it kind of goes back to sickbay. And you hear Leilana, "Thank you. I was about to intimidate it to death."
Remember what last time you tried to intimidate that poor little robot?
I know. I was very quietly having a good rest when that bot came in here demanding samples.
You realize that you can lock your door.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Captain. Now, go on.
Yes. He says, if you need anything, just ring. And he
Don't
steps out.
worry, I will.
He steps out.
You step out and you hear an audible click behind you.
Yep. He just looks down across the hall at sick bay. The door is just closed, and he says, I'm gonna have to reconfigure that damn thing, aren't I?
Yeah.
As he makes his way back to the bridge. Shaking his head.
As you make your way, you'd actually see Hunter just sitting there in a chair in the front, command area. Ooh.
Is he
Bridge.
sitting in the chair, or is he sitting in another chair?
He's just sitting in a chair, and he goes,
Okay, one of the side consoles.
"Are
I
we gonna
guess.
get in some sort of combat?" He says, while holding some bullets. You can look at what type of bullets, because some of the bullets look normal, but some of them strike your eye.
What kind of munitions are those? As he sits in his chair.
There's some basic ones. Now, one of them, well, let's just say our alchemist, my bosses at least, gave me these new bullets recently after getting some new chemicals, he says. He holds out the bullet a little bit. He's
Can
looking
I roll
at
a
it.
perception check?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, you can roll a perception check.
He has no
Oh,
clue what they
Lord.
are.
Nope.
He's like,
You figure-
he knows that they're a bullet, but he doesn't know what the substance
You
or
don't-
anything is.
Well, I will say, there's a very maybe familiar warning symbol on the shell. And on the bullet, the tip of it is a little glass, it seems, where there seems some sort of liquid chemical.
He looks at the warning sign and says, biohazardous?
Yeah, that's what the alchemist said. He said these will come in handy if I need them. But commonly, normal bullets work.
I wonder what kind of solution is. He kind of like looks at the tip of the bullet and it's like, reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh well. I'm sure they'll come in handy. He
The
hands
alchemist
the
was
bullet
going to
back.
give me an example of what it does, but he didn't really give me He didn't give me the chance to try it out yet. He says he will practically melt my opponents, but I have no interest in such things. He says while putting the bullets away.
He says, well, I don't know if we'll be shooting anything yet. I would like a team to go down and possibly investigate that hole in the wall, and maybe send a team to the, that other shack in the woods. Better have more people looking for Doctor than just in one location.
Okay. You two, Hunter and Dracathio, since you're the only two
Yes.
people that's currently in the
The bridge.
on the bridge.
Yep.
I want you to both roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I told you, Dracathio is not that wise.
I know. I know.
15.
Okay. Okay.
Hunter managed to roll 15. Good for him.
Yes. This is going to be interesting. So, what are you guys doing? I mean,
Well, I'm basically trying to create an away team, or
Yeah.
get a away team or a team together to go check out these two areas.
mm-hmm.
Hunter's just checking out his ammunitions and also his bear traps and all those stuff.
Yep.
Also,
Yeah.
it's weird. He only is checking one bear trap, but he has a bear trap on his sling at all times, and he's holding a different one. And as soon as he puts it away,
Yeah.
it just
Oh, yeah, I
disappears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you just leaving these bear traps lying around on the floor on the bridge as you're like setting them up, or?
No, he sets them on the floor to see if they work, but then he disarms them and puts them away.
Okay.
You get a beep, Dracathio. Yeah.
Computer. He looks over at his terminal.
Captain, it appears we have a transmission.
On screen.
And the screen pops on, and what you see there, well, yes, Dracathio, you know who it is.
Leilana.
Mm-mm.
Who is it?
I don't know. As a character don't know.
Yes, it's a Surek.
Not again.
And he's sitting back. It looks like he's sitting somewhere very posh.
Hunter looks and then kind of goes, "Oh, this guy."
Mm-hmm.
And Dracathio, that's very weird. No one's ever laughed at at Acerak before.
Dracathio's
No.
gonna change his position in his captain's chair. He's gonna kind of put his feet up and he's gonna be like, "So, what brings you to my neck of the woods?"
Oh, I'm not in your neck of the woods. I'm just here to let you know that while you may have temporarily saved one of your members, that does not mean that she is completely free of control.
I'm quite aware
And-
of the treachery you have pulled on my crew, and it will not happen again.
Oh, but it's going to happen again. To one very medically inclined.
What are you doing with my kobold?
Oh, both your kobolds? Because I have one. I'm going to make a set. Now,
Unfortunate.
you could try to find your kobolds, or you could try to find me. That choice is up to you. I would look forward to finding out which way you decide to go.
Before he ends the call, you notice off screen, Dracathio is typing some commands into his wrist thing on his like terminal, and
Now, hang on a second.
yep.
Give me just a second. Okay.
I would like to roll a investigation check.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Were you trying to be sneaky with you hitting buttons on your wrist thingy?
Yeah. So I can
Roll
roll
me
a
a stealth.
stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to roll stealth.
Okay. Give me a moment. 15 and a 14. 14 for the investigation. 15 for the stealth.
15.
Yep.
He notices you. What are you for the other one?
The investigation. He's
Yeah.
basically trying to trace the call.
Okay, I kind of figured that
Yeah.
you might be doing that.
Mhm.
But he notices you hitting stuff on your Yes, it was. He notices you hitting stuff on your wrist. Oh, are you trying to find out where I am?
Dracathio is going to roll a deception and say, "No, I'm just checking my crew roster."
Ooh. Give me a second.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing about Dracathio's deception.
It's crap.
No,
Oh,
24.
dang.
Deception, huh?
Yeah.
Charisma.
The one thing you would love to know is your captain can lie.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You had a 24, right?
Yes.
Too bad for you, Ace. I rolled 100.
Sorry, what did you say? What did you roll?
Yawn.
Oh, you're still rolling. Okay.
I love the
Yeah. You had a 24. He rolled a 25.
Rip.
video. Just off.
It goes. Really?
Yes, apparently one of my crew members is missing.
Right. That click.
No.
And you just see the trace at like 90%.
No.
90%. It stopped short. You didn't
Hunter
have
just
him on
goes,
long enough.
oh, that's sad. He left. I was hoping I could set another bear trap on him. Oh yeah, I did that, by the way.
I want
Wow.
to sidetrack too much, but I'm picturing from the, I don't remember which Futurama movie, but Hermes, hang up on him in the rudest way possible.
No. Also, I think I'm turning him.
Oh, yeah, about this-
Australian.
Yeah, about this point, something else moves onto the ship, and it's Gabrielle.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! That's
Oh.
mistaken by a man in black.
Aldo goes, we seen, and Alex goes, I heard and smelled.
And
Okay.
Is this like in the center of the bridge? Like,
Yeah. Oh
Dracathio
yeah.
just stands up and says, "Slow down, slow down, slow
Well, I
down."
mean, she's a small pixie
Yeah.
who is being very animated that
Yep.
her master, Dr. Vez, has poofed.
Exactly. And he's saying,
So she's kind of doing this and just
panicky.
talking,
Yeah.
very panicky. I don't know where he is.
Dracathio reaches up, grabs the pixie like on its shoulders lightly, and basically says, "Slow down and tell me exactly what happened."
Okay. Vest was trying to sneak into the center of town. He did a poor job because he forgot he was white instead of green.
Where did he go?
He was sneaking into the center of town, and this man in black, well, spotted him.
The man in black say anything or do anything?
Yeah, well, Vest tried to flim flam him, and then tried to convince him to take him to the leader.
At this point, Dracathio just face palms with his other paw.
Whereupon the man in black, well, I don't think he believed Vess, and he had a really horrible smile, and then he poofed.
Do you know where they went or no?
Well, I can give you a direction and distance, but I have a feeling you already know at least the distance.
500 feet.
Yeah.
Yes, but we don't have an exact direction. We have two possibilities of where he could be. One is a shack in the woods,
Yeah.
and the other is something, according to the computer, is a hole in the wall.
Hunter stands up and goes, "None of that information will do. Pixie thing. Are you attached to your master in any way?"
No, that I'd have to defer to.
If we're talking like psychically / magically, that would be yes. Because
How far does that reach? Because I forgot to ask you the last time we
oh,
played.
that's a good point. I know that I want to say the telepathy is only 100 feet, so we can't at this point we can't talk. I'm reading the spell description real quick. Independently, when you are within 100 feet, you can communicate telepathically, and I can see through familiar's eyes.
Oh,
Go back up to the top. It doesn't say anything about how things behave beyond that range. So
Probably up to you, the user's choice of rules.
I thought they could detect each other as long as they're on the same plane, but I don't
I
actually
think
see that in
yes,
there.
I think that yeah.
I mean, I know I can dismiss my familiar and
Yeah, but
resummon.
but I think you have to actually see the familiar, and right now you can't
To do that, okay, fair enough.
see.
I wouldn't want to do that anyway because we're better off.
Yeah,
with the...
while you're familiar with it, is in within 100 feet of you, you can communicate it with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and to hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, getting the best benefits of any special senses that the familiar has. At this time, you're deaf and blind to regard of your own senses, but I think that's still within 100 feet of you.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty sure that is. So, I mean, I think at absolute best, Gabrielle might have a direction and bearing, like you said, but that'd be the best of it.
Yeah. So when you guys get within 100 feet, she might be able to
Yeah.
to do more, but you don't know what direction.
Then we'll have enough bars of signal strength.
Yeah, there's only like one bar signal over
Yeah.
our head.
So is this
Yeah.
what Hunter's relayed as information?
Hunter, you're quite familiar with these things called familiars, and it's sort of like, yeah, she's not going to be able to help unless they get closer.
Well, you may not be to directly help, but I think this may help a little bit. He says, "Well, just lightly touching the pixie for a second. It doesn't seem it does anything specific, but of course, if anyone remembers the rules that's been set with how dark matter and his minions work when they touch people,
How does that work?
basically just means they learn. Basically, the soul gets imprinted pretty much in a way, so you can figure out where they are and also know who they are and their past and all that stuff. But in the vain hopes that even the smallest amount of mental magic connection that's almost always there probably is not strong enough to be used by her, but maybe dark matter's magic can at least loosely go across the connection.
I am I'm going to have Hunter roll me a survival check.
Ooh, okay, he should be good at that. He's a hunter.
Yes, he is a hunter.
If he fails that, I'll be really disappointed. So I'll give him
So
a,
will I.
so I'll give him a pretty good modifier for that because that's something he should practically have almost all of his stats on.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, roll, bitch. Oh god, 36. He rolled too good. He got a nat.
Wow.
He got a
You got
nat.
a nat 20? Okay.
Yeah, he got a full nat 20 plus his modifier.
Okay. So, Hunter, you sit there and you lightly tap the pixie. And the magic that flows through you because of dark matter has amplified what the pixie what the pixie originally said was right. She can't do very much unless she's within 100 feet of her master.
Mm-hmm.
But with you, I'm gonna roll something. Oh, okay. With you, Hunter, are you closing your eyes while you're doing this particular function?
Well, probably now he is.
Okay. In your mind's eye, you see a man in black dragging a kobold in a white lab coat. And where they're being drugged looks like it's dark because the guy has a torch. Yeah.
Well, that's a cave. He just kind of says.
Are you
Also-
actually saying this out loud?
Unless it says into the room directly where he's looking into, no.
Okay.
Word.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So
He was personally hoping this would do a little more, like show location directly or him be able to walk around in it, but beggars can't be choosers.
Do you hear what Hunter just said?
Oh, good. Now we can eliminate one of those locations. He says, and
He tries to look around for more details.
Hunter, if you don't mind gathering the rest of the crew and I'll join you.
Well, no. This is all happening in Hunter's mind.
Okay.
Hunter, you try to look around. It's too dark. All you can see is, it's a cave. You know it's underground and it's a cave, but that's about all you know. The details are lost on you.
Well, it seems my natural... Because he probably has some sort of dark sight, but
Yeah.
it's not working through this vision.
Yeah, it's not. I'm sorry.
It looks like dark matter's energy is being spread too thin.
Yeah. Do you take your hand off of the pixie?
He looks a little longer, but after figuring out he doesn't have any more information than it seems to be a cave, he pulls his hand off.
And with that, Gabrielle, while she doesn't go poof herself, it does look like she's physically drained because of what you did.
It looks like that kind of amplified the connection.
What the?
Don't
what did
worry.
you do?
It's just your soul seems to be too small to handle that much energy at once.
Oh, I really need to get around my master again because that wolf. Did you at least find him?
He's in a cave. It seems.
Great. There are 15 million caves in this area.
Too dark for me to point out.
All right.
The walls just looked like cave, and it was too dark.
All right.
But hey, congratulations, you're imprinted. He just kind of says while walking back to his chair.
Oh, Wonder 3, thanks.
And and your kobold fellow, Vess, I think his name, is not imprinted, but lightly. Too far away.
I understand. Okay. Can we go rescue him, please?
Indeed. Dracathio stands and he says, Hunter, if you'll follow me, we need to assemble the crew.
I guess I'm leading this slightly then, he says while getting up.
You are
Lovely.
in charge of this mission since you have, I believe your skill sets are better attuned for this particular type of quest.
Good enough.
Well,
Well,
while you,
Mhm.
go ahead. No, you were just going to say something. Go ahead.
he goes, "As we're probably gonna get in a nasty situation, but it's better to stay out of it, at least with my characteristics. So I'm probably gonna find people that are good at tracking and good at stealthing." He says, well, thinking. And well, that puts in mind, you have any items of Vess? Anything that he's touched? Clothing? Bags?
He goes over, like we're walking down the hall, I guess, past his room. He opens the door to Vess's room. Vess, if you'd like to describe what your personal quarters look like on the ship, that would be appropriate.
They're a mess. So he apparently the coat that he wears, he apparently has like 20 copies of it, and 19 of them are scattered around the room randomly.
Nice.
Nice.
I would say otherwise, he's probably got like um he's got a wall of certificates.
Are they all written in crayon?
They're very it ranges in quality from crayon to like inkjet printer. There's like I would even say there's a little like sort of a lab space setup where it's like beakers and like alchemical supplies.
Dracathia walks over and picks up one of these test tubes and just... Is there anything in it?
Vess does not actually have proficiency in alchemy. My guess would be is that out of safety considerations, Gabrielle has filled them all with colored water, and that's it.
Alright, so this has like green colored water in it.
It's water with green food coloring.
Alright.
Oh,
He looks at it and
Lord.
goes,
It's
anything
basically the child's version of like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like a chemistry set.
Yeah, it's basically exactly.
I don't think scents or anything would stick very well to glass. I only need a little bit of a sample personally, but I'm also thinking about that one werewolf we have. Sadly, not you. I don't think you're very good at tracking.
No, and I prefer not to do that, Dracathia says.
Well,
As he
yeah,
holds
but
out
that one-
the test tube to Hunter and says, I don't know if whatever's in this or whatever's on this might be of use, but
Well, I only need even the smallest amount of molecules from him, and I'm pretty sure he touched this. But I need something a little more potent for the werewolf to track anything. Cloth or something.
he picks up the one of the stray lab coats, tears a little bit of it off and hands it to Hunter and says, "Will this do?"
This will work for what it's needed.
And
Now I
also,
need to
Vess,
go-
I may have destroyed one of your lab coats.
Later on, he's gonna be like, you could have just taken the whole coat.
I know. I was just thinking
funny.
that.
Well, anyways, I'll gather the people now. We're gonna keep a small team. Probably gonna leave out the one with the big armor. Hey, Arthur goes in the background. It's a cool suit of armor. You're very loud. Oh,
Clink
I'm not
just
good at
disconnects from the wall and on the one of the wall panels just says, "Will I be of assistance?"
oh, what?
Clink.
The clink. Yeah, sorry, big guy. Just like the same reason Hearth over there is not coming. Too big, too loud.
Understood. He recouples to the wall and just goes back to sleep.
I'm not sure if there's many people on the ship that can actually help. So I'm not sure if there's anyone else that's good at stealth. We don't got a Rags or stealth.
He says,
Stealth master.
Dracathio has an idea. He says,
Mm.
I used to have a program that I used to have on Freddy before he became the designated medical bot. However, I don't know if it's still in the computer banks.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with AI. I have nothing against technology, obviously. Just more of if it goes haywire, it won't go well for us.
Agreed. Storyteller, out of character, I'm gonna message you
Yes.
while the rest of the scenes are going on, okay?
Okay. While this is going on, we drag our camera back to Veth and the man in black, who is continually, very roughly, dragging you down this tunnel. And after a while, you guys have gone maybe what feels like a while. He stops, and what you see, because because of the light, you see that he stopped in front of a dead end.
Okay. Am I supposed to just walk through the wall then?
You wish. I want you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, I'm doing great on rolls today. 8.
8?
8.
Oh dear.
Single digits.
Yeah, you don't. You see him walk in front of you, and you don't see what he's doing. Um. Uh. Okay. So. After a few minutes, you can't tell what he's doing. The. Uh. The dead end no longer is a dead end. You hear something grinding. Uh. The thing opens up. Uh.
Mm-hmm.
And he again takes your arm and drags you through, and then just as you're getting onto the other side of this, whatever it was, you hear something go.
Well, before he dragged me, could I take an opportunity to like pull out a handkerchief and just like leave it to the off to the side?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I'll
can
do
do
that.
that. Yeah, yeah, you can do that nonchalantly enough that it looks like that you were just
Yeah.
blowing your nose.
He'll pretend to blow his nose and then throw it to the side.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. You're completely fine. Um, so well, he, and as soon as you get onto the other door, other side of this, whatever it is, it slides shut, and immediately, Vest, you are immediately blinded by light.
Ooh.
Yeah, this place is lit.
Ooh,
Literally,
I
it's
do have
lit.
light sensitivity as a kobold, so it's probably
Yes.
slightly worse.
Oh yes. You've actually taken off whatever goggles or glasses you had. Put them up here because you can see in the dark.
Yep.
And he only had was a torch, so technically you could have helped him maneuver around some of the stuff, but yeah, he had a torch, and he wasn't asking your opinion.
Yeah, I didn't help him.
But as soon as you walked in here, light just
Ooh.
oh god, you're struggling. You're trying to get the whatever it is back across your eyes so that you can actually freaking see.
Yep, I'll pull the goggles down. All right.
Yeah.
What is this? Where are we?
You're in a huge cavern that's about 100 feet by 100 feet. I mean, it's huge. And in the center of this very huge cavern, you see what looks to be a place with two um candle places where you can put candles. Or not well, yeah, candles. And those aren't lit. And in the middle of this, it's a thing that kind of looks like a stone door frame, but you can't see through the other side.
Oh, like is it like there's a dark plane of something in the doorway? The arch?
No, you can see through the other side.
Oh, I can see.
You,
Okay, I'm sorry, I
yeah, you
misunderstood.
can't see. Yeah, you can see straight through. I mean, this place is lit on all sides, and you can see the
Okay.
lights on the other side of the room.
I'll turn to the guy and I'll say, "So your leader is an arch," and I'll gesture to it.
No, my leader's not an arch.
How
But
dare
po-
you?
but points for you to yeah. Come on. Again, he kind of. There's nobody else in this room. You've noticed that, Vess. There's nobody
Okay.
else in this room.
Can I make an Arcana check on the arch?
Oh yes,
Suspecting-
I'm kind of hoping that you would.
Suspecting that it may be a portal or gateway of some sort.
Well, do your.
And I rolled a 1 again.
You're looking at this stone arch, and you go, "Yep, that's an arch, and it's made of stone."
I like arches that are made of stone, particularly in that order.
It's it's a nice arch. It's very well crafted. Yeah.
This is lovely
He
craftsmanship.
narrows his eyes. He's like, "Is that made of dolomite?"
Whoa!
Very good. I like that. Nice.
It's just like
Good.
this dude's looking at like you, just like looking at like expecting the chiseledness,
Mhm. Oh
like
yeah.
excellently made. Whoever you got to do this was absolutely a master. Did.
Mhm.
My thumb hurts now because my cat decided to scratch me because she decided to grab my cord and I had to pull it away from her.
I can see that.
I had to play
See
tug of
here.
war.
Oh, let's see here. That's a con save.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Look, you'd think, yes. Okay. This is going to be funny. As he's dragging you towards this arch, and he's starting to say some words underneath his breath, all of a sudden you see him start to go up.
Like
Mm.
flying?
No, he's going,
Floating?
what the? Who's doing that? Are you doing this, kobold?
Yes.
Maybe.
They
Is
have.
he still holding on to me, or
At the moment he is. Let's.
I will try to fix that.
You will try to fix it, and I
I
will
will-
roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Do I roll like acrobatics? To try to get free?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay, finally a roll with more than one digit in it. 18.
So you managed to get out, and he all of a sudden just he whips. He starts going up at such a rate.
He's blasting off again.
Well, he is. He is. He is now 20 feet above you. Of this.
Okay. I've gotten free, so I've fallen back to the floor, right?
Yeah, you weren't that far off the ground to begin
Well,
with.
yeah, I got away from him before he got that high. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna sneer up at him, and I will say, "Haha, you have fallen into my trap, I guess."
I guess. Like, I love
Yeah.
the idea that you look really achieved, but when you say you
Yeah.
guess, you kind of look to the side.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is gonna hurt if this goes off. Oh, the
Well, I'm
person's
glad
gonna be revealed. Yeah, well, the person's gonna be revealed momentarily, so give me a second.
Glad that I got away then, from what you're starting to describe.
Oh. Ouch! Oh God! Okay, I'm gonna actually have to roll in chat because that's
Okay.
way too many dice and I don't have enough dice. Oh,
Oh dear.
Remedy!
When the GM breaks out a calculator, you know it's bad.
Oh, crap. Recall. Sorry.
That was anticlimactic.
Well, for some reason it didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, hang on.
I think it's just because you had the D in front of it too.
Yeah, and I've now got one too many exclamation points.
Oh yeah.
Give me a second or three. That's what I meant to do. Jiminy crickets! Owie! Oh, ow! Oh, ow! Oh, ow! Oh, ow! That hurts.
The reason the DM is saying "oh" is because they're attached to the character, obviously. When I say that, I mean they're physically bound.
Oh! Basically, what happens, Vess, is you hear a... You will leave him alone! And what pops out... I have a description. Oh, no I don't. No I don't. What pops out is a creature that has wings, white hair, and is holding out her finger in a pose, Vess, that you've seen one too many times from Leilana.
Yeah. Okay. Oof.
But pointing at the guy, not at you.
Yeah. No. Fair enough.
You will leave him alone, and I will get him back to his friends. Vest, roll me a insight check on this particular individual, if you don't mind.
Sure. I rolled a 12.
Okay. You don't notice a thing. She rolled a nat 20 on her
Yeah,
deception,
yeah.
so that's a 30 altogether.
Yeah.
And this,
Nope.
yes, this is a female. And she just kind of, she's looking at the man in black, and the man in black goes, "Yeah, put me down, put me down." No, I won't put you down. You're going to stay up there until I tell you can come down.
Almost sound like Yosemite Sam for a second.
Put me down.
Put me down. Yeah.
She then looks at you. Are you all right?
Oh,
Please say you're all right.
oh yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm unharmed.
Oh, good.
Just one thing.
Huh?
This is gonna point at the guy and cast infestation on him.
What does he need to roll?
That's a con 6, but it's more to get bug swarming on him than anything else.
Okay.
Maybe make it so if someone gets here and wonders what happened, they'll just go, "It was the bugs."
Can it be mosquitoes or something?
I'm gonna let you have that, dear.
I mean, it does damage, but it's, I think, arguably it's like 14 damage. Like,
Oh, don't worry
it's just,
about
it's
it.
just
Yeah,
a cantrip.
And he's floating in the air. He's smarting from the finger of death that the person now cast on him, and now he's being surrounded by mosquitoes. It's getting off me. Off.
So, my name is Dr. Vess. It's nice to meet you.
I'm going to get you, you little pixie. And this particular individual goes, "I am not a pixie. I'm a fairy. Get it right." And then she sticks out her tongue at him.
Whoa.
Oh, this.
Yes.
I'm Ginger.
Oh, nice to meet you, Ginger.
Thank you. I think our best bet is to get out of here.
Oh, I agree.
Except I don't know how to get out. I came to. I was following this gentleman because he had brought somebody else. Another person like you.
Oh, another kobold, you mean?
Yes.
Do you know where she is?
She points to the stone arch,
I was afraid of that.
which she knows what it is because that was a dirty that was a 19. That is a portal.
Yes. Yes, of course it is.
I should have known, not just a really
Yeah.
nice arch.
I can make a deception check for that if you want.
I really, I really-
No. She just kind of eyes you and goes, "I'm assuming you have friends."
Yes, and I'm assuming they're on their way. I can see if we can try to open it from this side. I'll go over to the part of the wall because there was a section of wall that moved out of the way, right?
There was.
Okay, I will go over there.
Roll me an investigation.
Not my strongest suit.
I know.
I did roll a 12.
Yeah, you're looking at this and you're sitting there going, you can't decipher what is going on.
Okay, I'll stare meaningfully at the wall for a few music moments.
meaningfully, like a painting.
And then I will say, there's not a whole lot I can do about this until I reflect on things. How long can you keep?
Meaningfully.
How long can you keep him up there like that?
Well, let me. 10 minutes.
Okay, then we're gonna have to apply an anesthetic
On him?
On him, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. Anesthetic. Wait.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's fine. I'm a doctor. It's fine.
Don't worry
I'll turn to the guy.
You're a. You know what? I'm not even going to try that one.
No, I'm a doctor. Yeah. I will turn and look at the guy floating there, and I'll like crack my knuckles, and I'll say, "So this might sting a little," and then I cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Oh, ouch!
Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
Yes, attack roll. Please.
I think I have to make 3 of them because I make 3 bolts.
That's fine.
A 25.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm gonna see how many hit first. That's cool.
Okay.
I'll just roll.
That's fine.
That's only an 11. So
No, that doesn't hit.
okay. And 21.
That hits.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
The first hit was 10 damage, and the second hit is 9 damage for a total of 19 damage.
All right. 19, did you say?
Yep. As he just shoots like 3 golden blasts in his direction.
What? He's still up, and I do mean the that he's still awake, and he's actually still up.
Okay, yeah, both. He's up in both senses of the word.
Yeah, he's up in both senses of the word.
He's effectively immobilized in the air, right?
He can still technically do stuff, but he
Okay.
can't exactly attack you guys since he is 20 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And he luckily
Oh.
has no ranged abilities. Mayhaps.
I'll be like, I think I have to apply a different treatment here, and I'll do a sacred flame, and we'll see if it's,
A sacred flame? Okay.
yeah, I don't know. So that would be a dex save for him. I'm hoping he at least has disadvantage on that, considering.
You know what? I will make it a disadvantage on him. And he whiffed.
Okay, so he takes 16 damage.
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just imagine the quote saying, of Dr. Vest saying, "It looks like you need a little bit of burn cream. Let me help you with
Yeah.
that."
He's still up, but he's looking real rough. She's kind of sitting back and she's looking at it going, "Nicely done. Do you mind if I, kind of do my own thing?"
Yeah, let's speed this along. Be my
Okay.
guest.
Again, I'm going to. Hey, she holds out her hand, and she casts Flame Strike on him.
Ouch.
Oh yeah. And she's doing this with a humongous smile. Okay. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of yeah, he looks like he's on his last leg. He goes, what are you doing? Put me down! Stop doing
Gosh.
that!
You still up? All right, send in the bees. I will cast infestation
Oh,
again.
God. Send in the
The bees!
Oh
No!
no, not the bees!
Ah! Not the bees!
Not the bees!
I love that. Just not the bees.
Dr. Vess, when you get a chance, look in OOC.
Oh,
Oh God! That would use. That would.
That's cute.
That was used. Okay.
Um,
Uh. He
that's
has to roll. He has to roll against that, doesn't he?
yeah, it's a con save.
That's a con save. Okay.
DC 16.
All right. Not that one. Eight. Yeah, he saved against that one.
All right, I think in that case he doesn't take damage.
Okay. And now he's starting to say stuff in Vess, what languages do you speak?
Only Common and Draconic, and I don't think I have any
Okay. So
language
he starts. You know it's really bad words because he switched languages. He starts saying stuff in well, three languages that you don't understand, and yeah, she doesn't understand it either. Oh, good. So
Like,
he is squaring up a stake.
ooh, I'll bet you wish that I hadn't used my power when word stun too early, don't you?
Okay, go for it.
I'm just gonna. I'll do. It seemed to work the best. So I'll just do the Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Here, let me get those bees off of you.
So he has to roll, right?
Yeah, that's the Dex 16.
16.
Oh, I rolled sucky damage. I only rolled 8 damage. Which I think he's still... No, he doesn't take
No.
any damage if he saves.
No, he didn't save.
Okay, so he took 8 damage.
Which that
8 right.
proceeds to... He goes, no, stop! Ah!
Oh no.
Alright, we can bring him down now.
And she just slowly... She releases the spell, and he kind of, like a feather, slowly floats down to the ground.
Okay.
Almost all those words you said were just like Half-Life 1 scientist noises. No! Stop! What?
I'll do...
The thing is that I have never played that game.
I'll do a medicine check to stabilize him if necessary, because I don't actually want him to die.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, but he is out.
I will also prescribe a dose of bound and gagged.
Very good. Hang on. And you've noticed that this particular this fairy, who is small, flies over to one of the sides of the room. As I said, it's bright, and your eyes haven't quite. You've brought down your goggles, and it's getting better, but it's going to take a little bit more time to actually see what's in this room. You see her fly off, come back, and she has a what looks to be a length of rope and a something to put over the mouth that she's managed to pick up.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
So, once you guys have tied this individual up and gagged him, what do you do?
I'll go back to the door. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll be like, okay, I can maybe do something about the door, but I need to recharge. So now that that's dealt with, I sit down and I pull out a deck of cards and I say, do you know any good games? I'm gonna start a short rest, basically.
Okay. And she just kind of sits down and goes, no, I don't, but...
Mm.
Was that a cat?
I swear, whenever I'm streaming, he just knows. It's like, I'm gonna come over here and watch something.
Me and my cat usually chill, but today my thumb had to get a punishment. Oh, my thumb. At the end of this, I'll probably disinfect it and put Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. So,
I'll teach her cards.
okay. So while that's
Well-
going on, we'll go back to everybody else. What are you doing?
Tricathio is in the sick bay, and he, if anyone wants to come into the sick bay, he is working with his back turned on a operating table with a bunch of parts lying around
Okay.
on the table. And he
Okay.
seems to be tinkering with something very large in front of him.
Okay.
Nice.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Hunter's going through the list of people, aka the very little amount of people that are here at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is AI even here?
Aya? Yeah, she's here. She is just kind of. First we lose Rags. Now we've lost Veth.
The old one's just like, everything's happening so fast.
I know. You just you have your brother back. I mean, what's going on with this?
I don't know. My brother's back, and I think I heard that Hunter fellow said something to my brother about a deal he made with her. What is happening?
I don't know. I've never known since I left, my village to go to Anthem to find this stupid ship. I would love to just sit down and process what I've gone through.
There's so much happening at once.
Well, yeah, and we're not the only ones who hasn't been able to process. Poor Alex over there hasn't been able to process ever since he got here.
Yeah. What is he doing anyways? Alduin looks, and Alex is kind of looking at his hand. Buddy's turned away.
Alex, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, hi.
Yeah, that chalkiness that was at the tips of your fingers
Mhm.
has now spread. It's now about halfway through your hand, and it's now on both of your hands.
Yeah, it's also getting a little more solid. Like being like flaky to being more solid. It's like,
Okay. And
Kinda-
the crystal who's been this constant presence behind you is the colors are they're not spinning faster, but they are registering your concern.
what is on earth is happening? Alex just goes, almost like, should we check on him?
Who, Alex?
Yeah, he's kind of been a little distant lately.
That's for sure. Maybe we should try to figure out how to get him home.
Hmm. That could be good.
But then again, I'd like to go home and find out what's going on there.
Yeah. Hmm. And as that happens, eventually Hunter walks in. Hmm.
Hunter, right?
Hmm. Yes, that's my name. Well, not my name, but what I'm referred to, yes.
Okay. What do you want?
Oh, I was told to gather up a small team to go and looking for the doctor.
The kobold, not the human, right?
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
that thing, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, okay. So who do you need?
Well, due to how I'm gonna do this, I've been looking for people that can mainly do some tracking and stealth. I'm kind of good at that. Well, the stealth part, Aldwin says.
Yeah, I'm not good at stealth. You want me to persuade somebody? I'm your girl, but stealth, that is not me.
At this
Things
point,
get dicey,
Tricathio
that could be useful. Oh,
walks down the gangplank and says, I believe I might have a solution to your stealth problem.
Mhm.
What is it, Drac?
May I proudly present Frederick,
What the?
as
What?
you see a very oddly looking, very oddly recognizable, but something's changed. Freddy float down. He's a little bigger, bulkier, and he has two like little guns on him.
Mm.
And he's kind
That's not
of
very
shimmering
appropriate.
in and out of phase.
Mm. You sure it's stable?
Well,
Of course I'm stable.
Oh,
You hear this very gruff voice coming from this particular bot.
as Dracathu kind of slaps it on the shoulder and says, I managed to reinstall his combat matrix. However, it was damaged during the battle at Anthem 20 years ago.
seems temperamental.
Me
It will have-
temperamental? No, I'm not temperamental.
Either way, if you're gonna have it join the mission, I guess I'm not gonna be able to tell you not.
And he hands a little remote control to you and says, if anything goes wrong, push this button.
Okay. Either way, with that aside, and well, he quickly for one, and he quickly just not Oldwin, but he quickly just taps everyone in the room with his hand
Hmm.
just to get that out of the way. But not Oldwin, strangely.
Okay.
Oldwin's just like, why did you do that? You'll figure that later.
Why did you tap me, Hunter? Just why?
It's just something I had to do to keep track of you. I don't need to do it with Oldwin though. No need.
Why?
Oldwin doesn't need to be tapped because he's already in it. And with what?
Yeah,
Don't worry.
poor old one does not know what the heck was going on.
No
Poor old
need.
one.
Either way,
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
after a bit of thinking, I've decided that you, points to Oldwin, you, Alex not really paying attention, and just because we need someone that can talk better than I can, you, points to Ao, of course.
Oh, well, thanks. Okay.
That's the team I've decided. Mainly Alex for he can stealth, but also he's good at tracking. Alex just goes in the background. Seems a bit out of it though.
Yeah, he's just, it's been rough on him. I mean, he emptied out into our world and hasn't had a chance to slow down or even think. I'm kind of in the same boat.
Well, that's unfortunate.
About that time, did you, Drac and Hunter tell the ship where to go?
No, because it's only 500 feet away, so I assume we can walk there because the ship is it's not super large, but wasting the fuel just to get to that position
Okay.
is kind of a waste.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. It's not gonna take you that long to get to,
Yeah.
to that particular point anyway.
Yeah. So the ship is still landed and not moving.
Right. Okay. Oh, Aya goes, okay, let's see if we can rescue, if not our wonderful kobold doctor, but also our rogue friend.
Oh yeah, that one.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's go into this. He just like walks over. Walks over to like the bay where the ship usually is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could take the ship, but that is a kind of boring route. He says while taking out his knife. and stabbing the wall. And Drekkath, you see this. He goes, and
Hey,
also
that's. He says, I just painted that.
don't worry. The knife starts like leaking this black as all of a sudden a large door opens, and he takes the knife out. This is how I get around quickly.
Okay.
Well, this is how I transfer more than one person. Usually I just teleport. But I can't
Fair
teleport
enough.
all of you at once.
He says, is that gonna leave any residual damage to the integrity of this bulkhead?
Hmm. I'm not sure. I never see what the other side usually looks like.
Okay.
It
He just
may
kind of
leave
looks
some-
quizzically at you.
It may leave a little bit of black residue, but that's washable probably. The
He
knife
just-
mark
Yeah,
could probably not have to worry about that.
he just stands there and watches.
Anyways, this is after you guys. I'm gonna close the portal when you guys go through. Well, I'll come with you. He kind of is like lets everyone walk in first.
Yeah, Dracathio is going to be like second or third in.
Oh, you're gonna follow?
Yep. Because he's also on the away mission, so.
Everyone goes in, and Hunter goes in last, and the portal closes, leaving a bit of black residue and a tiny little scratch mark where the knife was.
Alright.
And now they're down on the surface. Actually, a good 50 or more feet away from the ship, so not directly under it. You guys all kind of come out of bush. And we're here. Does it really have to go through a bush? I think I got a stick stuck in my shirt.
Dracathio just pulls like a thorn out of his backside.
And Aya has been on a branch in a tree, and she starts climbing down. Well, it could have warned us as she's climbing down.
Well, you're the one that willingly walked through it. Anyways, I don't have to worry about that. Because you're wearing a skin-tight suit. Well, not skin-tight, but airtight. Well, I wouldn't call it airtight, but there's no holes in it, yes. What's that all that clothing anyways? Helps me blend in. Okay. Anyways.
Where are we exactly?
We're not that far away from the location we should be, about maybe halfway there already.
I see. As he
My
starts,
teleport works pretty far commonly, but
he starts
I
kind of
mainly
like
decided to
sniffing the
teleport
air.
this far just in case. It's more just in case if anyone could sense magic over there. I'd rather not open a portal too close. You're telling us you could teleport all the way to where we needed to be? Roughly. But further we are, higher chance you guys will just be somewhere else. This is why you were in a tree.
Yep. What is
Where we at?
Frederick doing right now? Because he came with us.
Oh, yes. Frederick's probably just sitting there and idle.
All right. He's just kind of. He's actually floating on like a hover, the hover unit that he's in. But it's
Hunter's
kind of
probably gonna
sinking a
come
little
in-
bit lower because he's a little heavier.
Because he's bigger, he probably will be sitting in the furthest back.
Yeah, he's more of like the tank. I will let you know that he is a barbarian build, so. And the button
Yeah.
does do a berserker mode, so.
Nice.
Yep.
Hunter just is just keeping him at the furthest back because the biggest one is also gonna be the highest one to get seen. So keeping the
True.
harder to see ones in the front, so he may not be noticed.
Yep.
Anyways, this way. Where are we going exactly? To presumably the location of the kobold doctor thing. Yeah, that.
I mean, you guys start walking, and you do come up to a place where, quite literally, it's a cave mouth.
Well, that's a cave.
And Gabrielle perks up because she is also has apology. I mean, this is her master that you guys are trying to find. She perks up. Ooh, I think I'm within 100 feet of him. I think. Let me try. And she sits there and she closes her eyes. Fess, while you're sitting there, you are teaching Ginger how to play Oh Heck.
Okay.
And it's actually going quite well. She's beaten you 3 times.
Quick learner.
Oh.
Pretty quick learner. And while you're sitting there, you're doling out the cards. You know, it's a friendly game. I mean, you're not putting any money down on this.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You're doling out the cards. You've got your little thing set up so that you can record how many tricks you guys are going to take. You know, that sort of thing. And you get the bears. You get this in the back of your mind. Boss, are you there? Boss.
Bess will sit up and say, "Oh heck."
Boss.
I'll put a finger up and I'll like, and then I'll put my hand in my forehead and I'll be like, "Gabrielle, can you hear me?"
Yes, I can hear you. Good.
Oh,
That
good.
means that we're at least 100 feet apart from each other.
Yes. So I am underground.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter did something to me. He put his hand on me. I've been marked, and somehow the magic between you and me got amplified.
Oh, that's useful
Kinda.
and ominous.
And ominous. Yeah.
The ominous.
But we'll focus on the useful part of it.
Yeah.
Um,
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
just follow the tunnel. I mean, it clearly wasn't built by kobolds, so it's pretty much a straight shot. I
okay.
left a handkerchief at the where the secret door is.
Secret door.
Yeah, there's a secret
Okay.
door.
All right.
Okay. Me, what did she say her name was? Ginger.
Uh.
Me and Ginger on the other side of it.
Ginger, you've already replaced me.
No. Okay. I was worried that you were gonna freak out about this. Ginger and I are just friends.
This is good.
I love it.
Take this out of context.
I love it. I so love it. Oh god, I so love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You hear a very small in your mind, and the mental image you get is you're even tinier, and you have this huge sprite kind of looking over you, kind of with arms crossed, with a foot kind of tap 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 tap.
I'm sorry.
We're only playing cards in here.
Nothing else.
She
How?
did save my life, but it didn't go any further than that. Okay.
Nothing specific, just cards and life saving. That's it.
Anyway, we haven't figured out how to open it from our side. Oh, and Rags was brought this way, so
Rags?
this might yes.
Okay. Well, we've got to get both of you out. All right. We're coming. I'm relaying this information to the group, so we'll be there soonish.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. And yeah. Yes.
Oh,
What?
I'm guessing. Oh, yep.
Yep.
In the OOC chat.
Yep.
Oh.
Any rate, so you guys, it's dark in here. I'm assuming somebody has a torch.
That's kind of dark. Oh.
I have a actually not Freddy, but Frederick has a light source on him, search like a small kind of like work light.
Okay.
It flickers
Well-
occasionally on and off a little bit ominously.
As a flicker, it's kind of ominous, and not to me. Does that the only thing that matters? Not to you. Well, I'm the one in front, aren't I? Fair. Well, if it's a straight shot, then we shouldn't, need anything specific. But I would like to double check. He says while I'm pulling out that little vial thing he was given that presumably had a bit of best DNA.
Yep.
And he's going to use his funny little ability he has. Well, one of his abilities. He kind of taps it and then touches the floor. And now he'll be given slight footsteps to the general way he walked. Or dragged in this case.
Mm.
It's like a scent thing, but it doesn't travel via air. So if they're not touching the ground, it won't show him anything. Unlike, Alex, where he can just sniff. Just. But yeah, after double checking, Hunter's like, yep, at least we fact checked it. We have to make sure we're on the same path, you see.
Right.
Why is this place so dark? It's a cave. Fair. Alex, you haven't said anything. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Is it just me, or is it kind of hard to breathe in here? Or is that just a me thing? Well, I'm good on my
Thanks.
end.
Alex, as you're
what?
going down this particular tunnel,
Mhm.
you're getting the very distinct feeling of, well, the crystal that's been following you gives off a feeling of recognition, home, um,
Hmm?
familiarity. That's what
Kinda-
you're getting from the crystal.
Kind of looks at the crystal confused. Mm.
Well, the crystal can't look it back at you confused because it has no face, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you're getting.
Alright.
As you kind of meander, you do come up to what looks like a dead end, and yes, right outside the door is a little white handkerchief
Oh, that's
that
useful.
that has a V printed on it.
Convenient. How do we open it?
Anybody who wants to roll me an investigation check.
Well, let me see if one of my characters is good investigate. Well, come on, old one. Wait, does old one? Yeah, old one has like a good investigation.
Actually,
Wait,
I'm
my
gonna
God.
roll.
Old one
roll.
has a 16 intimidation. For all we know, he's gonna threat it to open.
Tricathio basically looks at the stone wall and says, "It's a wall. I think we're looking in the wrong place."
Alden rolls a 5. He tries to look. He
Oh,
bonks
God,
his nose
okay.
on the door. He bonks his nose and goes, "Ow!" It's hard.
Yes, it's stone. I believe we're in the wrong place, says Tricathio.
I have a better idea. Alden says while getting up, brushing up himself because he kind of fell, and he's gonna. I learned this little trick from Leilana. Open. He rolls intimidation. He gets a 26.
Damn.
You go open at the meanest possible way. Well, I mean, this thing is thick, but not. It's thick. But oh, let me just.
Like Aldwin's not the person to intimidate, but also I wanted to use that high roll.
Fair enough. Alderwood, you're looking at this door. You go, open, and you hear whirring and whizzing and noises coming from behind this wall.
How the hell the hunter just goes? Well, you know, Leilana did it a lot. And I just decided I was gonna try it, and turns out it worked.
And so, Beth,
Yep.
you hear whirring and whizzing coming from the door that you're sitting next to,
Oh, I'll.
and it slowly opens.
Open sesame!
And as
Ow.
it slowly opens, what do you do?
I will get up and I'll stand by the door.
Okay. Which side? The left side or right side?
Left, I guess.
Okay. And Giger's going to take the right. So, you know, these are bad people, you know, pincher movement. That's
I
what
suppose,
her thinking
yeah.
is. The door...
I will look over to her and I'll be like, "Oh, it's okay, it's fine."
Probably fine.
Okay. As the door opens, all of you, the people who are coming into the room, get hit with a very, very bright light. I mean, it is bright.
Ow. Alex lets out like a dog groan noise. Like,
Yep.
Alvin goes, ow, ow, my eyes. And Hunter just goes,
It's kind of doing this. She's covering her eyes, going, "Oh, Lord, that's bright." What's
Hunter just
that?"
stands there, goes, ow.
Frederick
Those
is
are
actually
retinas.
Frederick's internal circuitry, because Trish, I sent you a message saying that you remember what I told you.
Mm.
His internal
Yeah.
circuitry has basically tripped a defensive mechanism. He's going to arm himself.
Uh-oh.
And this is why I didn't want a machine. Hunter says we'll turn around and like hearing the arming noise and turns around. It's lights! It's lights!
In Frederick's eyes, he's just targeting various objects that are moving in the room.
And
There are exactly two things that are moving in this room. And
And
they're
they
on
are-
opposite sides of the door.
And they are highlighted in red. Target acquired.
geez, someone turn off that machine.
Oh,
Alex goes, I could do something. Alex says we're just grabbing onto Frederick and just holding him like a hug.
Frederick is going to spin violently.
No. I
Roll a
am
dexterity saving
easily
throw.
motion sick. What?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, Alex, come on.
Oh
Your dex.
gosh,
Oh, your dex is
yes!
pretty good, actually. Your dex is...
Roll. He rolled a 11.
You're thrown off against the wall
Ah!
as it locks into place, and it just facing the enemy as it starts moving
Okay.
forward.
Hunter goes, okay, hate I had to do this. He pulls out his like rifle with like the revolving like little revolver and the cylinder piece where the bolts go. He pulls it out. He loads in some sort of black bullet and goes this will
Cathia-
work.
Drucathio is about to step in front of Frederick and holds up his hands and says, "Frederick, stand down. Executive order. Sentinel 1. Command code, Track 2.
And the thing is just kind of floating there. There's no lights on. There's no nothing. And most of you have gotten your eyesight, because I mean it was a momentary blindness.
Yeah.
Drucathio just kind of knocks a finger on kind of pats Frederick and says, "There we go. He's turned off right now."
That's what I was afraid of him doing something like that. He
Hey,
takes
I
out the-
cobbled him together in 15 minutes. What do you expect from me? I'm a
Hunter
dwarf.
takes
in a
out
rush.
the black bullet. Also, the
Eh.
bullet's like wispy kind of as well.
Right. And what everybody now notices is there's a kobold and now a dirty white lab coat. That's no longer white. It's dirty. Standing on one side, and on the other, you see what looks to be a fairy, a small fairy with wings, and they're rainbow-like wings. She has blonde hair, and she's looking at all of you.
Kathy just slowly turns, his back's facing these two people. He just slowly turns and says, "And who do we have here?"
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ginger. I saved him, pointing to Vess. And I did notice that another one like him got dragged through that, and she points over to this. It looked like a stone door frame.
Dracathio's gonna pull out some kind of like device on his wrist, and he's gonna walk over to this doorway arch thing.
Roll
And
me an
he's-
investigation.
Yep. Okay, hold on. 20. 24.
24?
That's with an assist from the device of +2.
Okay. It is a portal. And because of your very good roll, you get the sense from the thing that you have in your hand, this portal goes somewhere.
Is that somewhere dangerous? Or I don't know.
Well, as you're pondering this, the crystal that's been behind Alex kind of comes out behind Alex and just kind of goes all the way up to where the portal is and just kind of sits there and floats.
So, what are you doing? Alex says, kind of walking out.
Dracathio just kind of standing at the edge of this portal thing, and he says, "I don't know if it's safe to sit in the gateway area of this. If I'm going to turn this thing on, I don't know if it's safe."
Crystal, does this portal have anything relation to you?
It sits there, and then it goes like right in the middle of the stone thing,
Alex thinks for a second. Wait, does this portal go?
and it snaps on.
The portal?
The portal snaps on as soon as the crystal gets like right underneath it.
Dracathio kind of backs away from the portal.
Where does this? Alex kind of thinks. Wait a minute.
Alex, portal pops on. Roll me a perception.
Oh, Alex's perception is not the. Well, no, a perception is gray. He has super sense is 12. But if he fails this, I refuse to let this happen.
I understand that.
Okay, roll 24.
Alex, this portal has led you home.
What?
That's home.
Home.
That is your home world.
I can go back home. Alex seems a little wiggly-legged over here. Hunter also recognizes it just because, with dark matter you see a lot of things.
Yeah,
So.
Hunter. Yeah, you definitely recognize that this is Alex's home.
No mistaking, that is our world. Well, his world. I guess you can call it mine as well, but more of something I used to be in.
And at this point, you see written on the top of this portal thing, the stone griffin. It says it reads out in a language that none of you have ever seen, but Alex recognizes it.
He kind of gets down on his like.
No, it's up above you, dear.
Oh, oh, sorry. Anyways, he looks
Wrong
up.
direction.
Wrong direction. Anyways, he looks up at it.
And it's your home world name.
That's a funny thing. We never named the world, but okay, I'll try to think of a name. Because it's a planet. He does look close and goes, it looks so familiar, but slightly different. Well, let's just say a lot of things happened when you were gone, Hunter says. Like what?
Well, it looks like when you left, and you remember when you left, you were running away from something. And the crystal had created this thing. You'd asked the crystal to get you away quickly, and the crystal obliged.
Yeah.
The crystal led you here. Now, as you're looking into it, do you see things have pretty much kind of gone to peace? You don't see anybody running around, or people running around screaming. You don't see.
Well, seems a lot better. He hasn't stepped in the portal though, but he does look up a little bit and goes, The sky looks a little different. Are those? Yeah, let's just say a few years happened and technology jumps kind of happened. Oh,
And
wait, how?
and-
Yes.
yeah, and then the words rearrange themselves on the top, and in common, it says, "Don't you want to go home?"
Well, I do want to go home. He does look to the group though, kind of worried.
Dracathio's just kind of standing like at the foot to the left side of the portal, and he just has his arms crossed, standing there, and nods.
Feels so weird. Feels like so much time has passed, yet so little at all.
It erases and comes back. I sense another that's not supposed to be here.
Wait. Alex thinks, yes, the portal leads to my home, but why would the portal be here? Why would... He kind of gets a little stern look on his face.
You have absolutely no idea. By the way, there is a guy dressed all in black that's just lying there on the floor.
Kind of dead. Not dead,
Well,
but
no,
knocked
no,
out.
no, he's not dead. He's knocked out, and you hear very quiet moanings every once in a while from him.
Just, everything is pain.
Oh no, he doesn't say that, but you do hear very quiet moanings.
Well, I can't avoid coming back. I can't avoid going home forever. I guess a better time than anything.
I don't understand. So, Rags was taken back to your homeworld?
That's what it seems like. That doesn't make full sense to me, but... Well, of course that motivates me to get there even faster, doesn't it? But... My world... I wonder how much has changed, anyways.
The words on the top change again. Don't waste this trip.
Well, I don't have much of a choice, do I? Well, either go home or be stuck. He kind of looks at the group, though, and goes, you guys are gonna stay here?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't. I would assume you'd need our help. And beyond that, Rags is over there.
Yeah, if Rags is truly over there, I don't think I could really help her on my own. Especially if a lot has changed, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna even know where I am.
By the way, Drac, are you going to say anything about the conversation that you had with a certain Archlich?
Dracathio says, I do have one thing to say, yes. He says, while you guys were down on below the ship communicating and conversing when I was up on the bridge with Hunter. The reason why we're on this little adventure, I got a call from our arch friend.
Oh no.
I guess he would be involved, wouldn't he?
Alice goes from thinking to a quick, like, wait a minute. Hunter. What is it? Can you tell me something real quick? Yeah, what is it? It's about, is the priest still protecting? Not really. He actually reached retirement. Oh. Oh dear.
Oh dear, as Rex used to say.
Well, if you guys don't know, priest used to be my my world's, like, protector. He literally was almost a god. But if he's not protecting anymore, maybe there's others taking his place, but I don't really think anyone can match up to him. Well, I guess I have an urgency now. He says while stepping really close to the portal and putting his, like, hand through it.
You are outside the portal. The crystal has moved over so that you can actually get through. And as you're putting your hand through the portal, roll me a perception check.
Okay, Alex is at least good at that, so.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least competent. He rolled a 32. Jesus.
Wah!
He rolled a nat 20 plus his.
Yeah, that will do it. That will certainly do it. You're putting your hand through and you hear a laughter. Evil. Evil.
You think?
Laughter.
I can't tell. Like, is he in the portal or?
You can't tell where the laughter's coming from.
Well, he
You know
rolled a
it's through-
32. He can see
You
it.
know it's through the portal, but you hear it, and it takes a few minutes, and then the rest of you hear it.
What are you
Evil.
doing here?
Evil laughter.
You better stay out of my damn world. It's my plan.
More evil laughter from through the portal.
He's in my fucking world. Alex sounds actually pissed.
Rightly so.
Fucker taking advantage. So much has changed, but it doesn't matter. My world's my world, and I refuse to let him ruin that.
Cathio
Nope.
is going to kind of stand next to you and put a hand on your shoulder and says, "Where you go, we go. We're a crew after all."
Yeah, we can drive him out of there.
Yeah, I guess I need you, or guys' help anyways, to drive that fucking asshole. Well,
And he looks over to Fredbot and says, "Command override. Protocol 721. Track 2." The bot comes back alive and is now in full battle mode.
okay, let's go. As I guess everyone will now proceed to step into the cool portal.
Everybody goes. Is everybody going through the portal?
Seems like everyone's
I
walking
will.
into territory that I know
Well,
very
all of you walk through the portal, except Ginger. Ginger kind of looks and goes, "You know what? You guys have opened the door. I can go back up that way. If this is a one-way trip, I don't want to be stuck on the other side."
That's fair.
Not
Cathio-
really. I think
before
a one-way
Cathio
trip,
steps
but,
through, he turns back and says to Ginger, "Take care of my ship if I don't come back."
Where is your ship?
500 clicks from here. You'll know it when you see it.
Right. If we can find a way to bring you back, we will. Just you guys go on. And good luck. I hope
Thank
you
you.
find your friend.
Thanks again for your help.
Well, you're welcome. And by the way, this,
Yes.
you're cute.
Oh. And he'll like do that.
Gabrielle, who has seen this kind of new hero,
I'll look over at Gabrielle and I'll And Beth will just stop talking.
Okay.
Wow. This feels so weird, by the way, just out of character.
And
Chapter
Tricathio is going to kind of toss something to the fairy lady,
To Ginger.
to
Okay.
Ginger. Yep.
And
And it's his wrist comm, but it's a
'Cause
part.
it's-
It's just a part of it.
Yeah.
And
very
basically,
low.
it's the command codes for the ship.
right. Okay. Right. And you see her hide that away in a pocket somewhere.
Yep.
As I said, I hope you find your friend, and we'll try to see if we can get you out if this is a one-way trip.
Good luck. And save Anthem. As he steps backward into the portal.
As you, Drac, go through the portal, and you're the last one to go through the portal. Everybody else has already gone through at this point.
Mhm.
The crystal
Mhm.
also goes through the portal, and the portal immediately deactivates. You are now in the whole new world.
like you just see Alex collapse to the knees with his hands like on the, like it's really pretty. Like they're on like rolling hills already. It's just
Well,
like,
that's not where you
oh.
emptied out in, actually.
Oh, you know what?
Where
Like,
you've emptied out is in a city.
Hmm.
But you can't see, yes, for where you guys are standing, far off in the distance, you can see rolling hills.
the familiar air, it feels great. It's like in my lungs. Alex just says. I could
And
breathe.
And you continue to hear the laughter that's now permeating all around you in this space.
Jeez, I wonder what he did. Of course, it's not my concern, but I imagine it's your concern, Hunter says. What did we kind of get ourselves into?
Tricathio
Say
just
that.
kind of cracks his hands and says, "Well, I don't like that guy laughing at us. Best we get underway. Lead the
And
way."
he has the nerve to be in my fucking... Jesus, where even are we? He looks around. He's looking at this as a town or a city. Because he only knows a few towns and cities, but time has really passed. Oh, yeah. Alex. What is it, Hunter? Now, this is... I hate to lore dump you. But let's just say the lands, I wouldn't say are different, but let's just say the planet kind of had to be evacuated and saved. Well, let's just say it was dying. It's fine now, though. Just don't be surprised if there's things you don't remember. How much time passed?
That is a good question.
I'm not sure if you want to know the answer, especially if you have anybody you cared about before. Alex kind of sits there. How much time? You want me to try and sugarcoat it, or you just want me to be blunt? I'm not sure about that answer. Hunter just kind of looks at the party like if they would know any better way to lay this down for him, even if they don't know much.
Tricathio's just looking around and he says, "We need to know as much information about this place."
I
can
I
get-
sent you
Ooh.
a DM.
Oh, I see the DM.
Mhm.
Actually, by now, it's actually more than that.
Well, yeah,
No,
that's a
no.
good starting point, isn't it?
No, yeah, it has been 100 years. It's been 100 years. Anyways, Hunter goes, fine, I'll tell you. It's been about 100 years or so. What? 100 years? I've only been there for a few months.
And kind
Time's
of,
funky.
yeah, Aya kind of speaks up at this point because she's been quiet throughout this whole thing. I believe that where we come from and where this place is runs on two separate time thingies.
There's no way 100 years passed. Well, actually, it was like maybe 110. But yes, 100 years or so. But uh,
How did it? How about that? Hit it!
what? How? It's different times. Don't get too concerned about it. But
Drakathia just says, I know someone who would be able to explain all this, but they're not here right now, so...
either way, that doesn't fully matter. All what fully matters is for one, finding that jackass, as in getting him out of here, but also maybe getting you acquainted with how much technology jumped. I was hoping I could escape all the weird technological stuff. Well, guess what? It's mixed with magic now. Ah!
Drakathio just smiles from ear to ear when he hears the word Magitech.
Yeah.
It used to just be steampunk and magic. Why does it have to be this? Well, more technological.
Well,
Mhm.
where you guys are is that you are in a city where the portal has dumped you. Essentially, is that you're in a city and the buildings are all lit, and what you see above you are steam like vehicles.
Oh.
But it looks like they're not being powered by steam. It does look like they're
Aesthetic.
being yeah. The aesthetic is there, but it looks like they're being powered by an unknown force that most of you don't know.
They kept the aesthetic. It's like, oh yes. At least people on this planet like keeping to the past. Not too much though. They
Drakathio
like keeping
looks
the
up.
aesthetic of the place.
Says,
Vess, you're kind of looking around, and your eyes is as big as saucers. It's like, wow, they don't have this
Ooh.
stuff on my planet. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Also, the type
Imagine
of
what I
species.
could. Well, I mean, you're you're not an artificer, you're a warlock, but still, it's kind of like, ooh.
well, actually, back up just a little bit.
Mhm.
Vess's planet did have some level of technology, but it
Yeah,
was
but
very
not to the
archaic.
Right.
yeah,
I
but
picture.
not to the extent that this planet is.
Yeah.
I kind of picture it's like inconsistent. So it's a bit like what some of the colonies they showed in like Star Trek Next Gen were, where it's like they got some tech, but it's like agrarian where it can be.
Yeah,
So nothing too elaborate.
So
Yeah.
much.
yeah, and this one is just, wow. You haven't seen some of these. The things that you could do back on your planet.
There's just so much going on at once. I'm kind of hyped. I don't know why. Oh, it's like for me, it's a little bit just like I never touched up on this world after the 100-year skip. Jesus, I have no idea what to really get to, but yeah, we'll just get to it. But yeah, Alex just kind of little like, oh, so much has changed. At least there's recognizable things like, hey, species, humans. These are, well, I was. He says that, and you look, and everyone doesn't really look human. But yeah, he called himself human when he first showed up, and he was a wolf person this whole time. So
The crystal has come up behind you and just it's quietly floating behind you. And Alex, you've noticed that your hands
Mhm.
they haven't gotten better since you walked through the portal.
It's gotten worse, probably traveling up his arms by this point.
Mhm.
At this
It-
point, I don't think he can hide it. At this point, people could just probably look at him and go, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, because it's traveled up at least your right arm, this particular affliction. And people do actually the first person that notices is Dr. Vest after he goes,
Oh.
"Ooh, wow, neat," and then his eyes rest on you, Alex.
With his arms slowly crystallizing.
Oh, you've. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
Is it really that bad? Is it that noticeable?
Yeah, it's more noticeable.
It
I
is
like
at
that,
this point that
"Eh!"
it is at this point that also Frederick might have noticed, and his core programming may have kicked in from his original programming.
Oh yeah, Frederick also is also slightly overwhelmed by just people just doing their things. Some people look at you guys, but they don't seem that bothered because
Well,
Technology.
the people here are not looking at you at all. They've all got their heads down. They're all
Don't-
kind of looking down at their feet. They're all they're all intent in going exactly where they want to go. And they don't seem to hear the laughter that has been constant since you guys have
I think the laughing may just be in our heads.
they don't seem to notice it. But you do notice that nobody else is looking at you. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Tricathio just looks and says, "What is wrong with these people?" As he just kind of like waves his hand in front of one as he's looking down.
he's just standing there. He's standing there, and what he has in his hand is a magic powered one of these.
phone.
And
that
he's,
actually,
and he's looking down at it like this.
that
and
actually
occasionally-
makes complete sense with this world. How technology and magic fused.
I figured as much. That's the reason why I did it.
And Tricathio just like, they seem to be distracted by these tiny portable devices.
Phones.
I do not want to remove it from this individual, as I do not know how they will react.
Something's a little off. Are they all looking at screens, or are they all just doing their own things?
Well, the one that you guys have up here next to is looking at the screen.
Excuse me, sir. Can you mind telling us a little bit about what's going on here?
No.
Ah!
Okay.
Where did you guys come from?
Uh,
And he has this device like kind of down at the side.
we're visitors
Visitors from where?
from very far away.
We just got here. Hunter just kind of fills in.
You didn't go through a portal, did you? Because those
Hmm.
are those are not allowed.
Oh,
No, we
Well,
didn't come
that's-
through a portal. We came through that
We-
airship up there. It just landed an hour ago. He points to the airship.
I-
Should I roll
I-
deception?
Huh?
Should I roll deception for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Alex leans to Hunter, and he's like, "Is that with every town, or is this something different?" Yeah, it's something different with this town. I don't know what's up with it. I think it appeared recently, actually.
17.
He kind of looks at you. Because I rolled a 19 on his insight. I don't quite believe you.
Well, it doesn't matter where we come from. It just, we're here now and we're kind of lost. Again, we're travelers. We, you know,
We,
What do you want to know?
can you tell us about what's going on here? I mean,
Ah,
why is everyone so gloomy?
Gloomy. Yeah, well, there's been no joy. I mean, our ruling class has been murdered,
Mm.
and the person who took over is a right bellend. So we all keep our heads down. We tried uprising a few years ago. It didn't work. We lost a third of our population. There's no hope.
That is concerning.
Do you mind if I could ask where we could find the so-called leader? Not
Ah. Leader, yes. Leader, yeah, sure, that's what he is. And you see him, and see this really, this guy just do a big old eye roll at you. And he goes,
You see, we're here to protest. And we'd like
protest! Oh, good
That's
luck
it.
with that. You'll be in jail within minutes. I wouldn't suggest protesting.
We have our ways. He says.
I don't know. And he turns around. He does a very gruff. Turns around and walks off.
Nice
Somewhere,
meeting you too. He
yeah,
says under his
some,
breath.
yeah. You're standing not too far away from a shop, and you see a lady with the classic Karen haircut.
Oh no. Let's pay no mind. Pay no mind to the Karen.
And she's walked up to this shop, and she goes in, and the door is open, and you hear in a very shrill voice, "I want to see your manager."
That's humorous. Alex goes, damn.
Alex, when
Mhm.
you left, there was nobody like that in this
Well,
town.
yeah.
Nobody. And you have no idea why the sour persimmons. You have absolutely no idea.
Well, he's obviously gonna blame it on the one and only.
Yeah. By the way, this laughter, while it's persistent, it has now gotten to the point where you guys are just now tuning it out. Now it's just kind of background noise.
While in doubt, blame Acerec. If you don't know who to blame him. But yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like I think we're gonna have to fix this.
And it goes, fix it how? I mean, how do we fix this? I mean, other than, pushing Acerag out, which at this point, I mean, we're woefully. We don't have our two biggest hitters or three biggest hitters.
Well,
I-
things may
how-
have changed, but as I'm still slightly familiar with this world. He says slightly, like you see his face of confidence, but you can see through the confidence pretty easily. You can see the unsurety in his eyes.
Well, we need to find out. Either way, we need to find out what's going on here. We're not going to have an opportunity to figure out how to solve this until we get the full extent of what Acerec is doing.
Yes.
Exactly. Maybe there's a map or something we can acquire or get information about. I'm not sure. He's looking around and looking at one of these billboards that just shows an ad for some kind of fashion product.
It's an ad for a fashion product. It looks like it's an ad for like the next newest vest.
Oh yes. Actually, I know exactly what type of species is being attached to anything fashion. Literally a species determined to that.
Oh yeah.
A good description of just on the picture some normal people, I guess, but one of them obviously some different species that literally is just covered in fur, and it looks like the clothing it's wearing is made of its own fur, like it trimmed it. Seems pretty confident. And Hunter goes, ugh, hate those things. What are those things? Oh yeah.
You have
Different
absolutely
planet.
no idea.
Hunter goes, no time, not important, different planet, don't need to think about it. Okay.
Cathio is tapping on this this glass display board, and he says, "Map,
Well-
map."
It's not like that.
He turns around and says, "Oh," lowers his finger.
You're embarrassing yourself. Either way. Alex just kind of looking around, just like, this is a absolute friggin'. This is everything is fucked. Language, Aldwood says. Alex goes, you're not my dad.
They're not. Yeah, I heard that.
Language or not, I have the right to be mad. That's fair. Either way, we're gonna have to He thinks about it. We're gonna have to pull some bullshit as usual, aren't we?
Kind of looks at everybody, and goes, "Looks like it," and we still have to find Rags. I mean, for what everybody was, for what you said that Acerec said, Dracathio, is that Rags is here, right?
He said that he was going to turn her into something, but we need to find Rags, he says.
Yes.
And
Right.
quickly.
Alex paces a little bit. Well, no, we're gonna need some help, but I'm not sure what help could exist anymore.
Well, this
Priest
is
is-
your homeworld, so
Yeah. Priest is always hard to get connections with, but he's probably on a different planet, and also he's retired, as I've heard. Well, actually, he is retired, but I will tell you this much: he's training somebody to take his place. And how's that supposed to help? I just want you to know. Okay.
Look, we've got to find Rags. That is our main concern. Does everybody agree with me?
Well, yeah, it is.
Dracathio nods.
Alex
I mean-
taps his foot. Wait a minute. I have an idea. And what is that? Give me a second. He pulls some stuff out of the crystal. Just like, okay, give me a second. Yes, no, yes, no. Yes! What are you doing? Walks into alley. Follow! We need somewhere secret for this. Please be alive, haven't seen you in a while. He says, well, he basically pulls out a very familiar, it's a replica of a very familiar mask.
Okay.
Green, blue, got big smiles on it. And he draws a circle, puts it in the middle, and goes, please work, as he stomps the mask, and almost something may happen. Oh, I know what you're doing. Little black mist kind of kicks up, and Flechette. Huh? Who? Oh, hi! I didn't know you remembered this. I thought I'd get rid of the sigil. We need your help. Also, where were you this whole time? Doing things. Oh yeah, as you guys are looking, you realize he has tape on his face, and it seems like it's over the little, crevice that's usually on his mask. Why is there tape on your face? It's fine. He says while holding his mask together, like he's trying to keep it together for some reason. It was what you needed. Also, what you doing here? I didn't expect you guys to get back. And we'll talk to the chat friend. Oh, hi, Hunter. I didn't know you were here either. Hi.
Well, yeah, Flechette,
Mhm.
where you've been pulled from, you were with Lady Mary and Dark Matter, and they were battling something that you had no interest, nor did you have any hope of actually beating,
Helping. Yeah.
This particular entity, you've heard them talk about, both of them, and with very contempt, and the entity was a what you got off of this was a was undead energy.
Ah, yes. Oof.
Ooh.
Bush was just saying, you kind of pulled me out in an awkward moment. I wasn't doing anything, of course, but, just a little awkward moment. But hey, at least I can do something here. Probably. Yeah. Well, I can't. Why are you holding your mask like that? What, me holding my mask weirdly? No. He kind of puts his hands on his shoulder. But then you see the two pieces of his mask, like the left and right piece, start jiggling apart, and they quickly pushes
Mhm.
him apart with his hands. He goes, "Oh, that." And it's what's the thing? Well, you're just gonna sit here all quiet.
Aya walks up to Flechette. He goes, first of all, we were brought here by that, points to the crystal. The crystal is, kind of floating up and down. And
Mhm.
second of all, we were led to believe that our friend Rags is here. And by the way,
Oh.
do you hear the laughter?
Let me
At
listen.
Flechette, you hear laughter, and it's very
Ugh.
familiar.
Oh, it's that guy. Ooh.
Oh, yes, it's that guy.
Mm. What you need? If he's involved, I'm not sure if I can help all that at the moment. I think I need more tape. Well, we're just hoping if you could point out Rag's location, or even better, get her out. Well, this is a pretty big place, but I would imagine it'd be the, big building. But, that's as much as I can help. Are you sure?
Well,
Well, I would love to help more, but you see, I'm in my own little sticky situation. And not talking about the tape. Well, kind of the tape, but
Flechette, you also kind of get the feeling that when you were pulled out, there's not much of a chance that you're going to be able to get back without helping this group.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to help you, aren't I? Probably. Ugh. Well, give me a second. He pulls out tape and tries to tape his mask better. But once again, as he lets go, you can see them jiggle apart again. Ah! Do I even want to ask what's happening? It's fine. Nothing you have to worry about. I have to worry about it. Okay.
That's that's an 18. And kind of looks at the mask, looks back at Flechette and goes, I suspect that won't be fixed until you help us. It's
Well,
part of the spell.
it's less of a it's its own problem, actually.
Hmm.
I can actually explain what's happening, Hunter says. It's just a thing about that species. Yeah. All I can tell you is about it. He's probably going to split. That's what happened to his brother. Won't kill him, technically. Okay, it kind of kills him, but who really even cared about Flechette's existence? Hey! Sorry. Hunter's like, a little aggression that one time. It was one time! A banana!
I want everybody, and this also includes Flechette, to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh is right.
That's never good, and you know it.
I
Drac
know.
falls flat on his ass.
Oh, I rolled. I guess I'm doing my record of natural ones in a session.
Oh no, Oldwin.
Oh, no.
Oldwin rolled an 8, and not an 8, but a 9. He rolled a 9.
Oh, God.
Okay, Alex, it's your job. Just do better. Alex rolled a 13. All my good rolls got popped. You see. But yeah.
So
Owen's
none
gonna
of you.
Okay, of course it's Hunter and Flechette's turn though.
Yep.
So okay, Hunter, you should have a better one, so I'll give you that. Okay, as usual, Hunter rolled something like a 24.
Okay,
A
so
25.
he'll take half damage.
Okay, come on, Flechette. You're supposed to be mobile like this. And Flechette got a 17. Good for him.
He didn't make it.
How high is that? Flechette
Okay,
tries
for
about
everybody who failed, take 43 points of fire damage.
Ooh, did you say
Does that
40,
mean-
43?
43.
Dang.
And for the one person that actually made it, which was Hunter, take half of 43.
Okay.
Which
I have to
would
get health for Hunter.
be 21, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, let me remember that. Okay, first 43 for Alex. Let me pull out a calculator to just keep note of Hunter's health, give him that much health. And how much damage?
21.
Okay, 21 damage. Okay, let me take 21 damage. And oof, that hurt him. But either way.
What?
And Flechette doesn't fully need to worry about it, but I also get a calculator for him and his health.
That's fine. And I'll take the 43
Dracathio's
off
not
of
looking too good, by the way.
Oof.
He's been shaken up.
Give me a second, because that also hit Aya pretty damn hard, too.
Hmm.
Oh, that didn't do Aya any favors either. Oh. And you all hear the sound of the laughter die down. As I said, it's been a constant noise that you guys have gotten here, but you hear it go down by several decibels. And an individual walks out. He's 5'2". He has topaz eyes. His skin is silver. He has red hair.
Who's this fellow?
This is Zenrel.
Zenrel, is that the boy I controlled? I
Mhm.
love Zenrel. I love the voice I did for. I don't remember it, but yeah. Dead inside.
Very dead inside, and he walks up and goes, where did I save that?
I love that character. It's just too hard. I could just picture what he's probably gonna say.
more than likely, yes. I'm just gonna arg. I stuffed it somewhere and I don't remember where I stuffed it. Give me a second. Pictures. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. He looks at all of you. Oh, good. He looks at all of you. He smiles and says, "Welcome to Burgel."
Zenrel's not that energetic. Anyways.
And that is where we're in the episode today.
Nice.
Welcome home, Alex.
Ah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Realms of Awakened Essence, Season 8, Episode 9, Going Home. Well, we made it home,
Yay!
and, well, we didn't get a warm welcome at the door.
Oh no, you guys got a warm welcome.
It's a
But
hot
not,
welcome.
but not the one we were expecting.
Searing, even.
Serious.
Yes.
Burning, but maybe the skin is a little red.
All
Ow.
right,
A bit
so
parched.
let's go around the table. Let's start off with our Dragonborn.
Howdy, it's me. I'm Gearbox. I control, of course, all the characters you've seen that I controlled. AK Oldwin, Alex. Anyways, he's our cool little doctor.
I am Chris / Pi 3 playing Dr. Vess.
Put him on a
Who is
stool.
now in
put him on
trouble
the-
with his familiar.
Yes, he is in trouble with his familiar.
Totally not. He's totally not. I swear.
Well,
moved to-
our kobold and their familiar go to couples counseling. Hi, I am Dracathio, and I am played by PA Kenny USA, aka RT Studios. I am not a werewolf. Well, maybe I am. I'm also
Maybe
a
you are.
dwarf. I'm also a dwarf.
Mhm.
And with that, I'm going to be passing it up to our storyteller.
Hi, I am your storyteller, Trisha Welsh. I play multiple characters in this particular one, as I usually do. I hope you all had a wonderful time watching this episode. And we did finally get somebody home who's been wanting to go home since he joined us.
Yahoo!
Mm.
Da, 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 da.
And anything else?
Next week should be Shores. I hope we have
Yes.
people
Yes.
for that.
Yep.
Yo ho.
And after that is another episode of Realms, but since it's the spooky month, it might be spooky.
Ooh. There's plenty of spooky things over there anyways. I can assist with that.
So stay tuned for that and stuff like that. I will let our audience know that this Sunday there will be no episode of Ganymede because of my brother's celebration for a thing. So we'll be back with Ganymede the following week. So stay tuned for that. And if you are interested in learning about our other shows, feel free to check us out on the YouTubes or on right here on Twitch. All our content is free and VODs will be uploaded. Yes, I know, when I get around to it. Trish, I know you're looking at me.
You could feel the tear radius.
Alright, without further ado, thank you ladies and gentlemen for joining us on Realms, and we'll see you next time for more adventures. Until then, be empowered to play. Bye everyone.
Bye bye. See you all next time.
The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Yo, well, it's my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Yo, well, it's my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again. The things you try are things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere it's homebound. We are kings of the world. Kings of the world.